Hey guys, how's it going? This is Deadly. Welcome back to the Nomadic Challenge, the leveling series where I have to self-craft all my equipment, and in this episode we're going to be hitting level 30. Just a disclaimer guys, I am a little bit under the weather while making this video, so please bear with me if my voice isn't as loud or as consistent as it usually is. So we're starting things off in Dustwood where we left off, and we are currently in the western part of the zone near the Raven Hill graveyard. And we're going through the catacombs doing some turn-ins to kill some liches. And it's pretty basic stuff right now. I'm going to be powering through these skeletons to try to find an end boss lich who is kind of responsible for a lot of the undead deeds that are going around in Raven Hill. And with a couple, quick hits, we're able to take him down pretty easily. Ever since Cataclysm, Blizzard has kind of made the game a little bit more from optional group quests to completely soloable up until level 100. So you're not going to be finding any group quests pretty much at all while you're leveling in the game. So if you get the quest, you're going to be able to do it on your own without a group. I don't know, I kind of like the old school method where you used to find like a group for Hogger, or group quests kind of brought players of a similar level together. I really enjoyed that. But anyway, it didn't take very long. We finished Western Dustwood, and I started crafting some of my copper and tin that I was able to get while in Dustwood. And the first piece of upgraded gear I was able to create was a bronze chest piece, which is a big upgrade, but doesn't look that appealing, clearly. It's like a nude colored tank top, but unfortunately to me, it is an upgrade, so it's valuable. But also I was able to craft some bronze shoulders, which is a pretty nice upgrade. I didn't have shoulders before, so now I do, and it's the first piece of craftable shoulder gear that I was able to make so far in the series. So I actually really love the additional challenge of using blacksmithing to create my own gear, and down the road it just kind of becomes more and more exciting. I thought it was going to get harder as I progressed, but it remains pretty consistent, and you get some really cool sets down the road that I can't wait to share with you guys in a couple weeks. So we just moved on from Dustwood to North Stranglethorn, which is the leveling zone that will take you from level 25 to 30, and if you're using bind on account items, you can actually probably get to level 33 here if you're lucky. And the first thing that we're going to be doing as an alliance member is killing the rebels to try to find some jungle remedies and also some attack plans. And this is going to be the first area you're going to be sitting in for a little while, going back and forth between the rebel camp and this questing zone. So like I said before, the first thing you're going to be doing is going around collecting jungle remedies, which is a pretty basic kill and collect quest. At level 26, we did get a new ability, Divine Protection. It uses 3.5% base mana, has a 1 minute cooldown, it's an instant cast, and it reduces the magical damage taken by 40% for 8 seconds. This is a pretty powerful PvP ability, so I'm going to be putting on a hotkey like F or R or something that's pretty crucial that I can quickly access if I have a bunch of mages or warlocks or something like that that are trying to kill me and I'm about to die. It's also kind of useful for PvE, but obviously, when it comes to a paladin, your bubbles, your land hands, your shields, you'll most likely use these abilities in a PvP scenario rather than a PvE one, but obviously everybody plays the game a little bit different, so I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the bubble features and the survivability of the paladin class. So we're moving on here onto some balisks, and we have this cool little raptor that I was able to find. And if you're Horde and Alliance, you both get this quest line as we hit level 27, where you get this little tiny raptor, and he'll follow you around and eating some ballast skin, so you start feeding him up, and he'll start digging up little treasures around Stranglethorn, which actually lead into a very important story once you get to Cape of Stranglethorn later down the road. So the only thing that I kind of wish about this quest chain is that you were able to actually get him as a little pet. That would have been pretty cool, but all the raptor pets are pretty rare, and if you're interested, from what I know, you can get a lot of them from the Barrens. So if you're interested in getting these little tiny raptor pets, then definitely look them up. Pretty cool. I actually do have a couple of them myself, but I'm not a huge pet trader. I don't do too many of the pet battles right now, but hey, it doesn't mean that I won't try in the future. I just don't do pet battles. I'm more of a PvP person, and pretty much almost exclusively. In Warlords of Draenor though, I have got into some raids and some dungeons, at least at the start of the expansion, but I haven't actually played too much in the last 3 months. So leveling up a brand new character is a great way to get back into the game and get hooked for a little while longer. But I happen to notice as well that there's been a lot of people making videos about World of Warcraft losing around 3 million subscribers. And I might make a separate video talking about that, although there's a lot of commentators that have kind of beat that to death already. But to put it simply, it kind of happens every expansion release, right? A lot of people are going to buy it. A lot of old players that already quit the game years ago, they're going to buy the Warcraft expansion, check it out, see if they can get that instant nostalgia, and if they don't get what they're looking for, they'll unsubscribe. Just so happens to be 3 million people that are stuck in that loop. It's a crazy amount of people to be leaving and or coming and going, but you know, that's just a typical Blizzard expansion. But you know, in your opinion as well, if you guys are watching this right now, like, what do you think about it? I would love to hear your opinion on the current state of the game. Is WoW dying? That's an interesting question. So that's the secret question of the day. I'd love to see what you guys think about that. And while you're down there writing your comment, make sure you hit a like and share this around, because it does help out the channel and it does get this leveling series a little bit more recognized. So in Stranglethorn Vale, you have a number of interesting kill quests and a lot of faction PvP. Running around in the zone, you're going to get ganked quite a lot from enemy players just who are bored running around the zone killing lobies. It happens to pretty much everybody if you're on a PvP server, and like I said last time, you know, if it happens to you, just try to brush it off, make it as less entertaining, make it as like boring as possible for the level 100, and they'll eventually leave you alone. If you encourage them, if you try to run away, if you try to fight back, you're gonna lose, and you're kind of giving them what they want. So I just kind of play dead, like stand still, just let it happen, and then they're like, ah shit, this isn't very fun, is it? And they leave me alone. Another thing about Stranglethorn is the iconic kill quests from the Nestingwary camp, where you have to go around killing young tigers, young panthers, crocodiles, and raptors. And probably the easiest quest chains in the game, because you literally just go around killing stuff, and you'll automatically get the quest to turn it in immediately as we hit level 28. Unlocking Scarlet Monastery, but I can't go there, so it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to, I think the crocodiles are the only ones you really need to turn in, I believe. Everything else is just secondary, like, you know, the Green Hills of Stranglethorn. You used to have to get every single page of that, by the way. You only need 1 page now. And also I think there's a crystal quest where you have to turn in, but everything else is kill, you know, 10 tigers, kill the next 10 tigers, kill the next 10 tigers, kill Sindal, you know, do it again with, you know, the panthers, do it again with the raptors, and then go out and kill King Bangladesh, or Banglalash, one or the other. He's a pretty cool white tiger that you can actually tame as a hunter, but there's a lot of different cool hunting skins now, so that's an old classic one. I remember way back in the day, if you tamed an elite pet, you actually kept the cool little elite symbol around them, which was pretty sweet. But they quickly took that away, so it really took the novelty away from, you know, taming an elite pet. But I thought that was pretty cool. I was a little sad as a hunter when they took that away. But King Bangladesh, or Banglalash, was one of the most popular tameable hunter pets back in the day, and still is for a lot of players. A lot of people probably still have him in their stable. And I think I do, but I was more of a fan of the Frost Sabers from Winterspring. Because, I don't know if you guys know, I've been watching my channel for a while, Winterspring is probably my favorite zone that I didn't get to in this leveling series, which was kind of you know, but whatever, you know, can't hit them all. So we're continuing to do our quests for Nestingwary Safari. We're kind of working our way down the zone. You start from the top and you work your way all the way down to the bottom, and then you'll hit Cape of Stranglethorn, and you'll continue to work your way all the way down to Booty Bay until every single quest is done, and then they'll fire you all the way up to the north of the Eastern Kingdoms to Anderhall, and you'll see that at the end of next video. So we're going to be killing a lot of tigers over and over again. Probably not the most enjoyable stuff, but while I'm actually running around killing these tigers, I'm keeping my eyes open for tin. If you want tin, I swear to God, North Stranglethorn is the best place to get tin. And on my server, it sells for quite a lot, so I can make a lot of money here just by running around collecting tin. There's literally just nodes everywhere I look. I still have tin in my inventory, and spoiler alert, currently I'm level 20 or 64, and I still have tin in my inventory just like laying around. I'm trying to sell it on this low pop server, but hey, it's still valuable. So I've been making a lot of money, and you'll see that soon in a couple of videos where I just make bank and a crazy amount of money for levels. So we're moving over and we're killing some panthers and some tigers and some panthers and some raptors. And while I'm doing this, I have a friend stop by, shaded from the live stream. He's playing on a troll druid, and he starts to troll me pretty hard. He starts to root me to the ground every now and again while he remains invisible, and stays out of sight as we hit level 29 and killing some more raptors. But eventually he does catch up to me, and we have a bit of a dance off here in a few minutes, and also a bit of a duel. But fortunately I got my ass kicked. Full BOAs versus bronze tank top dude is probably not the best gear set. I'm still using a white sword, by the way. I don't have a good weapon currently, but I think at this point in time my DPS isn't horrible. It could be much better, but I'm not getting killed by the monsters that I'm fighting. I'm killing them relatively quickly, so it doesn't really seem like it's going to be too much of a problem. So there he goes, crazed trolls and civil disobedience on Bleeding Hollow US. So if you guys see him around, definitely give him a poke and say hi. Keep in mind, my main character is actually on Bleeding Hollow Horde, so all the Bleeding Hollow guys that keep ganking me are actually on my main faction, which is probably like even more painful than it was before. So, you know, it really sucks. I'm also interested to know what some good Alliance PvP servers are, so let me know in the comment section below as well if you're watching this right now and you are on an Alliance PvP server. I would love to move this character over to another server at the end of the series, because Bleeding Hollow Alliance is one of the deadest servers I've ever been on, I think, in my existence in World of Warcraft. I've never seen a server so dead in my entire life, to the point where the auction house is barely even populated with anything. It's just dead, dead, dead. So, unless everybody's in Ironforge, but when I was there, I didn't see anybody there either. So, yeah, I'm not too sure where all the Alliance went, but they're gone, and there's nothing that we can do about it. I'm moving on. I'm almost done of killing the Stranglethorn Tiger quests. The last thing to do is to kill 5 Elder Tigers, and then kill Sindal, who is going to be sitting on top of this hill, who's right in front of me right here, but I can't kill him just yet because I still need to find 2 more tigers. If you kill Sindal, he doesn't count as an Elder Tiger, so you know, you can kill him prematurely and then have to wait for him to respawn. So that's not the best thing to do. Just wait for it, wait for the elders to spawn, and then go after Sindal whenever you get the automatic quest pop up, which is extremely convenient, by the way. Gets you a lot of experience. We still have our little raptor running around with a skull in his face, collecting little treasures and resources for the little quest, which is still, like I said earlier, I would love to have actually kept that pet around, because I thought that quest was pretty cool, especially whenever you go into the instance later on in Cape of Stranglethorn. So that's pretty much north of Stranglethorn. It's not that bad. It's a little grindy because you're just killing monsters over and over and over again. But, you know, some people really like that. It's a pretty fast way to level. So if you're looking for a fast way to get to level 30, once you hit level 25, you're thinking, do I do Nomergan? Do I do that shitty dungeon? Or can I just grind out a couple quests? I would recommend just going and do some quests. It's really simple. It's not that bad. Put on some music, you'll grind it out and get it done within like 2 hours. If you have BOAs, you'll get it done faster, you'll probably get higher level, and overall Stranglethorn is a really fun spot to level. And I didn't realize how much I actually enjoyed Stranglethorn until I came back on this character and really gave it a try, and really just dug into the quests and done pretty much, I'm doing them all. So when you don't have BOAs, you're kind of forced to do every single quest, but I don't really mind that. Anyways, guys, so we're heading back to the Nestingwary Safari. We have all of our final kill materials from the Raptor, from the Panther, from the Tiger, from Bangladesh. I think his actual name is Bangladesh. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we're about to hit level 30. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video entertaining, then definitely hit the subscribe button. It'll let you know whenever I make another video. I stream World of Warcraft every single Wednesday and Sunday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, and I also stream every single morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, typically DayZ and other games. So if you're around Twitch, definitely stop by and say hi, and I'll see you guys in episode 7 of the Nomadic Challenge.